All right, everyone. Today we're looking at the Arlo Essential Pan Tilt 2K, one of the most talked about smart security cameras on the market in 2025. On paper, it looks like a great device. 2K resolution, color night vision, smart alerts, and a pan tilt mechanism that follows motion automatically. But before you hit buy, there's a big catch you need to hear about: the steep subscription costs and how they change the whole experience. Let's start with the basics. Hardware. The Arlo Pan Tilt 2K has a clean, minimalist design that fits in most rooms without screaming security camera. Build quality feels solid for a consumer device. Setting it up is straightforward thanks to the Arlo app. It detects the camera quickly, lets you connect to Wi-Fi, and gets you rolling in minutes. Image quality is decent. In good lighting, the 2K footage looks crisp enough for everyday monitoring. Faces and details are more identifiable than cheaper 1080p cams. Night vision works better than average, especially with color night mode. You actually see colors instead of just grayscale, which is useful for identifying clothing or objects. And here's a fun feature: the pan tilt mechanism works. It does let the camera sweep across a room and track motion in real time, which is more useful than a static camera if you want full coverage in a larger space. So yes, from a purely hardware and image perspective, it performs reasonably well. But now let's talk about the elephant in the room: subscriptions. Without paying for Arlo's cloud subscription, the camera's functionality is extremely limited. You're basically left with very basic alerts and very short clips. Want day-by-day playback? Want person detection instead of generic motion? Want notifications that filter out pets versus people? Want cloud storage? All of that is behind a paywall. Here's where it becomes tricky. The subscription plans are not cheap. After adding up the monthly fees for video history, smart detection, and cloud retention, you're looking at several $100s over a year if you want all the smart features most people expect from a modern security camera. That's why I titled this the $748 subscription trap, because if you treat this as a hobby purchase, you might quickly find yourself paying far more than the initial camera cost. And it gets worse. The most useful alerts, motion zones, built-in AI detection, and longer history require the higher-tier subscription. Without it, you're really just using the device as a very fancy live view camera. If you're okay with that, fine. But for a system many people rely on for home security, that's a massive limitation. Battery life is okay, but it depends heavily on how often the pan tilt moves and how much motion you get per day. Heavy use means more frequent charging or swapping in a power adapter setup. Now, usability is good when everything works, and Arlo's app is smooth and responsive for the most part, but stability issues pop up now and then: dropped frames, delayed alerts, or app crashes. Not the end of the world, but noticeable when you're paying for premium service. So, what's the honest verdict? If you just want a simple camera with pan tilt for occasional monitoring, and you're fine with limited features, the Arlo Essential Pan Tilt 2K is usable. But if you expect true smart security with 24/7 recording, smart alerts, and cloud access, be prepared to pay a subscription that makes this system far more expensive long-term. And that's before adding more cameras. In 2025, there are competitors with similar or better capabilities without such aggressive subscription dependency. So, my bottom line: the hardware is decent, but the overall value gets dragged down by the subscription trap. Buyers beware, know what you're signing up for.
I spend a crazy amount of time researching these products, and I don't want this channel turning into sponsored nonsense for stuff I might roast next week. That wouldn't make sense. So if this review helped you save time, money, or a bad purchase, here's the easiest way to support the channel, and it costs you absolutely nothing. There's a link in the description that goes straight to Amazon. It's just my affiliate link. Bookmark it and use it whenever you shop, for literally anything. Whether you're buying tech, essentials, or something random you didn't plan to buy, it doesn't change the price for you at all. You pay the same, Amazon gets paid the same, it just helps me a little on the back end. No extra cost, no catch. It's a small thing, but it really helps me keep doing these deep dives without filling the channel with sponsored garbage. Thanks for watching, keep questioning the hype, and I'll see you in the next investigation, where we break down what's actually worth your money and what's just expensive trash with good marketing.